up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. What I want to discuss firstly is Barcelona's summer transfer plan. Of course, we all know Erling Haaland is a priority. All the money will be going towards Erling Haaland as well. But what if we don't get Erling Haaland? What will we use that money for? Defense, attack, midfield, and which players are being linked? And I also want to discuss from now into the summer, the priority for the club is contract renewals. We have Gavi, Araujo, Roberto, Nico. A lot of players need to have a new contract at the club before we go into the summer. And of course, Araujo and Gavi yesterday were absolutely instrumental in our win. They need new contracts, and hopefully the club can reach an agreement with them. And lastly, Gerard Pique is considering retiring at the end of the season. He's unaware of it right now, what to do, to retire or continue. And also the club know that Pique right now is a bit, wondering whether he'll be continuing next season or not, and are planning for the future. They want to bring in some top center backs if Pique leaves, but the question is, will Pique retire or not? But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. Be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. What I firstly want to take a look at is Barcelona's summer transfer plans for this summer. Who is the club targeting? Now, Samuel Marsden from ESPN, very reliable source in Barcelona. He did an exclusive interview with a Twitter account called Managing Barcelona, so go check them out, credit to him. He was discussing exclusive information with them, and of course, they tweeted it out, and to be honest, it's quite some interesting stuff. Now, firstly, he said that Barcelona are in the race to sign Erling Haaland. It is not clear which club he will sign for yet. So again, Erling Haaland has not decided his future in any way, shape, or form. The salary cap, of course, will rise in the summer to 400 million euros, and the relationship between Laporta and Haaland's entourage is very good. At this stage, the club sees Real Madrid, Manchester City, and maybe even PSG as the main rivals. So again, only 4 clubs, including us, in the race for Erling Haaland right now. And also, Barcelona maintain interest in Alexander Isak, but doubtful he can be a top level player, along with being overpriced. There is a debate at the club on whether to sign a striker or invest in other positions like the defense, of course, if Haaland is not signed. So as we all know, 100% all the money we have will go towards Erling Haaland signing. The question is, what happens if we don't sign it? Where do we invest? In midfield, defense, another attacker? Surely has to be defense. Now, also coming in from Sky Germany, we've been linked with Serge Gnabry, who apparently right now is having some difficulties renewing his contract with Bayern Munich, which expires next summer in June 2023. He's staying on Bayern Munich 100%, very similar to Koeman. They'll talk for a bit, disagree on some things. They'll be linked somewhere else, like Koeman was linked with Bayern Munich, Juventus, Barcelona, all that sort of stuff. And they come back, talk again, and they renew their contract. It happens the same thing every single time with Bayern Munich players. So don't look at Gnabry coming to Barcelona in any way, shape, or form. I think 99% he'll renew with Bayern Munich. But again, in Sky Germany, in the German media, they are linking us to Gnabry. Would I take him at Barcelona? I wouldn't mind him, but again, we're very stocked right now in the winger position, so he's gonna renew with Bayern Munich, nothing to worry about. Now, back to that interview, Samuel Marsden said that things between Barcelona and Azpilicueta are very advanced. So the player wants to be respectful to Chelsea. I think the transfer will happen for free. So he's saying he thinks Azpilicueta is coming to Barcelona. Like I said to you guys 3 months ago, if he does not renew his contract with Chelsea, I think 100% he'll come to Barcelona. Also, left back position, Gaya is a long-term target for Barcelona. The club did not commit to purchasing option for Tagilafico for, of course, the last window. We had to buy him or else he wouldn't come. In the end, he wouldn't come, which some say is a sign they believe Gaya is an option this summer. So of course, the club are targeting Gaya. The question is, from now until the summer, will he renew his contract? And lastly, Barcelona are aware of the situation of Antony and Lisandro Martinez from Ajax. The club could look at these names if they cannot sign Erling Haaland. Also, midfield is not a priority, but they are keeping the eye on some players. Tchouaméni unlikely. Kessie, an interesting option, of course, for free this summer. And Kamara, no interest whatsoever from the Marseille midfielder. So again, the club is aware of these players that the fans like. Antony, Lisandro Martinez, Frank Kessie, but the club have priorities. They want to go for Erling Haaland. If they can't get him though, now the question is, where do we spend that money? Defense, midfield, attack? It has to be defense in my opinion, so we'll wait and see. But again, Barcelona have a good plan for the summer. Go for Haaland. If not, use that money to reinforce the defense and also sign some free agents as well. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. One man who was set to leave in the summer for free is Ousmane Dembele, of course. Samuel Marsden again and Moses Malors from ESPN came out saying that none of the parties have 100% closed the door for reviving the talks with renewal for Ousmane Dembele's contract, although it seems improbable renewal as things stand. Barcelona do not believe that he'll end up staying, and PSG and top English clubs are attentive. So again, from now until the summer, we can still technically renew Dembele's contract, but right now it's very, very unlikely. Also, Gabriel Sanz-Juan Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona suspect that Dembele has an agreement with PSG to join them as a free agent in the summer. The continuation of Mbappe until June slowed things down. They doubt he'll go to England after saying no to Chelsea and Spurs in January. So I think Dembele going to PSG would make us look like a laughing stock, because of course we use the Neymar money to buy Dembele. In the end, they got him for free, and they also have Neymar. We'll look like morons, but then again, it's not our fault. It's from the previous board, Bartomeu. It has nothing to do with this board whatsoever. I think the club would rather Dembele go anywhere but PSG, but with him being French, PSG offering the money that he kind of wants, it's looking likely right now. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Nothing decided quite yet. He could still end up renewing his contract with Barcelona, but again, that's very unlikely. So right now, the future of Ousmane Dembele is still uncertain. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Ronaldo Araujo, which of course right now is the priority at Barcelona. Mateo Marito from Sky Sports came out saying that Araujo is happy at Barcelona and he's essential for Xavi. Barcelona are negotiating his renewal and the agreement must be reached. Some English clubs are very attentive, but nothing more than that at the moment. He also said that negotiations between all the parties involving Araujo's contract renewal are still continuing. Nothing more, nothing less. Right now, his salary does not even reach 1 million euros per season, and he is considered a key part of the sporting project at Barcelona. Luis Rojo from Marca came out saying that Manchester United are willing to make a large investment on Araujo, who has not yet reached an agreement with Barcelona over a contract renewal. They aren't the only ones interested too. Araujo rejected Barcelona's first contract offer. Of course, we reported that here on the channel a few weeks ago. And lastly, Oriel from TV3 came out saying that Araujo has offers from Manchester United and Chelsea, which are much better than Barcelona. The club cannot mess this up. I tell you what, if the club mess up this renewal, I can't even express to you how bad it's going to look on the board. They've already messed up when they have it. Again, right now for renewals, they're 50-50. They lost Messi and Dembele. They renewed Ansu and Pedri. So they don't have a good track record right now with the renewals, but they can't mess this up. I think in the end, Araujo will renew. He wants to stay at Barcelona. He can go make a crap load of money at Manchester United or Chelsea. Apparently, Chelsea want to offer 30 million euros, or I think, Man City want to offer 30 million euros right now for Araujo, which of course is nothing. But with his contract being, only 1 year left, it does make, it's a decent offer, to be honest. But we have got to renew this player. We saw him how he played yesterday against Atletico Madrid. He is key to our system. And the thing is, he does not want that much money. All he wants is a good contract that shows that he's a key part. So just don't mess it up. It's not hard. Give him 80k a week plus stuff here and there for bonuses, clean sheets, goals, assists, whatever it may be. A little bit of a bonus for renewing his contract, like 1 million or something like that, and that's it. We should be good. The club cannot mess this up. So again, we'll wait and see what happens, but Araujo's contract renewal is the priority of Barcelona. The next contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Pablo Gavi, who was also another priority for Barcelona in terms of renewals. Sport came out saying that now the winter market has closed. Barcelona want to continue with Gavi's renewal. Meetings between both parties will be held in the following weeks, and the club is confident in completing the renewal. Same with Araujo. Do not mess this up. We saw how he played yesterday. He scored a goal. He kissed the badge. He wants to stay here. Just offer him a decent contract. I feel like the club right now are trying to go a bit cheap with these two renewals because they want to, save some money and then offer them money in the long term. But these players only have one career, and when they, as young as Gavi and Araujo are, they want to be recognized right now. They know right now they're a starter for Barcelona and they deserve the contract they deserve. Gavi barely makes, I think Gavi makes like 500,000 euros per year. That's what Dembele wants per week. He's making that per year. So again, like I said with Araujo, the club can't mess this up. I think Gavi's renewal right now is very, very advanced. There were reports coming out saying that, he rejected the first contract offer. I don't believe that. I think right now at the club, Gavi's renewal is the most advanced, and hopefully the club can complete it as soon as possible. The next and final contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Sergi Roberto coming in from Marca. They've come out saying that Barcelona informed Roberto that they will sit down shortly to resume the negotiations for his contract. The intention is to renew his contract until June 2024 with a significant reduction of his wages. Now, of course, this has been going on also for a few months. We actually reached an agreement back in September, but then everything collapsed and it hasn't picked up since. So we'll wait and see on Roberto. Again, the club only want to renew him under their conditions, under their circumstances. For what Roberto is asking for, the club will not renew him. So him and Dembele could be walking in the summer for free. Dembele is set to leave 100%. Roberto right now is still a 50-50. The club wants him to stay. He wants to stay, but they have to reach an agreement first. And of course, he has to take a wage reduction. There is no way he is staying at Barcelona earning 200,000 euros per week. That has to drop to at least 100, at least. I would say probably for me, 80,000 plus bonuses, kind of similar to, Araujo. But I don't think Roberto would accept that. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, Roberto's contract renewal talks will resume very, very soon, with both parties wanting to reach an agreement. Let's now discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, coming in from Oriel from TV3, very, very reliable source. Remember, he was the one that predicted how much money Barcelona would spend in the winter, which was around 50 million euros. And of course, he was right. He came out saying that Gerard Pique is not sure whether he will continue playing next season or not. He could be considering his retirement, and Barcelona knows this and are already looking for possible replacements in the market. So Pique might be hanging up his boots, man. I mean, of course, absolute legend of the club. Do I think he should retire? Yes. The question is, will he or not? I think we're going to be hearing this every single summer now. Will he retire now? Will he retire now? We're going to be hearing this from now until he retires. I think Pique and the club thinks he has one more season left in him, but of course, as culés, we all know that his time is pretty much up. But I don't think he'll play past 2023. I think he'll either retire this summer or next summer. The question is which one, so we'll wait and see. Now, also from that exclusive interview that we talked at the beginning about Samuel Marsden, he also came out saying that signing de Ligt would cost FC Barcelona a lot of money. Though if Pique retires, the club would need to invest big in center backs. Talks have been held with Christensen, and of course, Azpilicueta is very, very advanced. Now, I think de Ligt and Haaland both coming in the summer is impossible, even if Pique retires or not. I think we have only enough money to sign one big player. If Haaland does not come, do you spend all that money on de Ligt? I probably would, to be honest. I think de Ligt is the definition of the perfect center back that we need. The question is, will Pique retire or not? I don't think he will. I think he will retire next summer. That's my prediction. I think he'll stay one more season. I think the club will say, look, we don't have the money right now to replace you. Just do it for one more. The next year we can, plan it, give you a nice send off, and maybe you can announce at the beginning of the season saying, look, I'm going to retire at the end of the season. So don't go in on me. Let me off a little bit. We'll wait and see. But of course, two veterans in the team who will not be retiring next season or probably the season after that are Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba. Oriel also came out saying that unlike Gerard Pique, whose continuation next season remains uncertain, both Busquets and Jordi Alba will definitely continue next season. So we got Busi and Jordi for next season. I think we gotta bring in a left back, man, and we gotta bring in two players who can replace these two players, because they should not be playing how many games they should be playing. Like, Jordi Alba's going to play every single game from now until the end of the season. Busquets probably the same as well. And of course, they're not up to scratch. So hopefully the club will look for replacements. But again, the big question is, will Pique retire? Leave your predictions down below. I don't think he will. I think he will retire next summer. But of course, if he does retire now, he's had a fantastic career. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is that Barcelona looks like it have finally found their sponsorship for next season for the first team shirt. And it looks like it will be Spotify. La Vanguardia came out saying the agreement between Barcelona and Spotify is almost ready, and it could be official sometime this week. Spotify will pay more than 60 million euros per year, and the agreement will be a 4-year contract plus a 1-year option. Apart from being the shirt sponsor, Barcelona and Spotify are also negotiating the title rights of the Camp Nou. The agreement, if finalized, would be later because the numbers and structures are still being discussed. So again, Spotify want to have the naming rights of the Camp Nou, but for now, 100% they will be the shirt sponsor for next season. The question is, will they also be, having the naming rights for the Camp Nou? That can still be negotiated. It doesn't have to be official right now, but of course, the club needs shirts. They need to start printing the new shirts for next season. That's why they need the agreement right now. And it looks like Spotify have indeed won the race to be the sponsor for Barcelona next season. And also, Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo, very, very reliable source, came out back in that statement as well, saying that Barcelona and Spotify continue to advance their negotiation to become the shirt sponsor for their first team. The agreement could be official sometime this week, and Spotify will pay around 60 million euros for the sponsorship for their first team shirt, which of course probably the most expensive in Europe. Fantastic deal. And Spotify will pay around 60 million euros for the sponsorship of the first team shirt. The amount of money we've gotten from this deal is absolutely fantastic. So credit to the board for getting the biggest sponsorship deal in Europe. Now also, Rakuten, whose current contract with Barcelona ends on June the 30th, had the right to match the best offer which Barcelona received for the sponsorship within a period of 10 days from when it is informed by the club. So apparently Rakuten have a deal where they can match that offer, and if they do, we have to go with Rakuten for the rest of the season. But again, very unlikely Rakuten will, match the Spotify deal, and they will not be the Barcelona sponsor next season. Very unlikely. And also, apart from being the first team shirt sponsor and having the title race for the Camp Nou as well, Spotify also aspired to become the sponsor of the Barcelona Feminite shirt and the training kit for the first team as well. Of course, Feminite right now have a Stanley agreement, and the agreement with Stanley ends in June as well. I mean, what's with Spotify? They just want to have everything Spotify. Camp Nou, training kits, jerseys, they want the whole lot. I mean, I'm all up for it, but one that will not be a shirt sponsor for Barcelona next season is actually Polkadot. Fernando Polo came out saying that Polkadot was believed to be the best place to become Barcelona's sleeve sponsor, but there are certain doubts at the club regarding the cryptocurrency and blockchain company. There's information about controversial, issues and failed businesses and some investments. So apparently now Barcelona will not be going with Polkadot as the, sleeve sponsor for next season. Of course, right now it's Beko, so they're still looking for that, but of course they got the main thing, which of course is the shirt sponsor. And of course Nike been asking for it for months and months because they've already printed the shirts for next season, of course, and they have to put the shirt sponsor, which of course costs Barcelona more money. So wait and see how that goes. It should be announced this week, but Spotify will be the shirt sponsor for Barcelona for next season, and they also want to be the shirt sponsor for the Barcelona Feminite team, the training kit for the first team, and also they want the naming rights for the Camp Nou as well. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly about Gerard Pique. Do you believe he will retire at the end of the season or not? Secondly, on those contract renewals, do you think they'll get done? Because of course we have from now until the summer to finish them. Do you think they will be done by then or not? And lastly, on Erling Haaland, of course we could all agree he's the priority, but if you don't get Erling Haaland, who would you invest the money in? Which player? De Ligt, Antony, Lisandro Martinez? Leave me your thoughts down below, and also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.
Yeah.